Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Football here in D.C. Just right around the corner from Lincoln Memorial and Froggy Bottom Pizza. This is the SFL playoffs, everybody. This is Chad Rowland, your play-by-play commentator, and with me tonight is my main man, my co-host, my buddy, the Hall of Famer, Mr. Eddie Gage. Eddie, what's going on, buddy? How you doing tonight?
SFL Nation, what up, though? Wild card weekend under the lights. It's the last game of the weekend, Chad, and we got a good one. San Diego takes on DC. Only the second time these two teams have ever played against one another. Talking to both the head coaches for these teams, San Diego head coach Mike O'Neill said we got to do one thing: shut down Lauren Pococo. Easier said than done. He comes into the game with 76 catches on the season, tops on the team. Got the work head out of him. Otherwise, they trying to just maintain Kevin saying this offense, just keep them in second and third long situations. As for DC, offensively, they want to remain balanced like they've been doing all season long. And defensively, they want to try to shut down Pickler in this passing attack and force Hunter McWalker to beat him. Can they do it? Only time will tell.
Yeah, and look at these uniforms we got here tonight. Eddie, DC looking really snazzy as you got San Diego in those white camo unis. And we are getting ready to kick this off. As you pointed out, Eddie, one of the main pieces is going to be this DC defense, who is third in the SFL, only giving up 22.3 points a game. And we are underway here on Sunday Night Football. As that's going to be received just inside the end zone. He's going to do a spin move and get to the 19-yard line. And that is going to bring out one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the SFL, the 8th-season veteran, Shabazz Synergy.
I agree with you, Chad, and I think it's good for DC to get the ball first because they want to try to play this game at their pace. They don't want to play up-tempo. They want to play ball control offense and look for Lauren Pococo in passing situations.
Yeah, but ball control is going to start with Kevin Say, the running back. Let's see if they hand it off to him here first. And they are not, as Synergy drops back, looking over the middle. And they did indeed go to Pococo there on the first attempt, but it was incomplete.
And so far, San Diego is sticking to the script. They said they wanted to keep all eyes on Lauren Pococo. And on that play, they had two defenders in the area, and they made the play, second down and 10.
Yep, Lauren Pococo, over 1,000 yards this season on 76 catches, 8 touchdowns, which is first among tight ends here in the SFL. Second and 10, single back formation set. As there is the first run, it is going to be a fake, actually. And over the middle, intended for Kevin Say, incomplete. Defense getting handsy here already.
Play action. And although they got the memo to contain Kevin Say, they remain zone disciplined, drop back in coverage, and knock the ball away.
Yeah, it looked like they actually had Chuck Stellar there in the backfield, and I think Say was actually on the slot. Interesting formation. Early test here for DC. Third and 10. Pressure coming to the backside. Gagne couldn't wrap him up. Synergy's going to carry on, and he only gets a gain of a couple. Good coverage downfield by the defense.
Good coverage indeed. No one was open, Chad. Forced to dump the ball off. Couldn't do that. Tried to run it, but San Diego did not get the memo. They had none of it. Gonna force a fourth down, 3 and out.
I love the pressure that they were able to bring on the blind side there with Jeff Gagne, Eddie. As that is going to be punted away. As it looks like Dave Axe is going to field that and take it up to the 45. And
great
that is going
too.
Great field position here for San Diego to start. And that is going to bring out their 8th-season veteran quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in season 14, Johnny Pickler.
Johnny Pickler, Mr. J2K, Mr. JUK, whatever you need, he's got it.
First and 10, 4 wide set coming out here for San Diego. Pickler drops back, got time, looking, and incomplete, overthrows B. Robo.
Little bit of a face guard there, Chad, but he avoided the contact, and John DeSantis, great job of defense.
That might have been a little bit better. Looking at these uniforms tonight with that wild card patch on there. Both sets of these uniforms looking awesome tonight here in the SFL playoffs, as you're going to see Robo in motion. as Pickler's going to roll out to his right. He's got time and tries to hit his receiver, but it was a bang-bang play right there. Good play by the defense.
Yeah, forced to throw the ball just a little bit quicker than he wanted to. Forced that incompletion.
Yeah, and going through this offense for San Diego, Johnny Pickler is the quarterback. Hunter McWaffle is the running back along with Sudo Nakai. Rob Noel, Mateo Provado are the fullbacks. Dave Axis, Eagle Madavi, B. Robo, Lily Nakai are your wide receivers. Benji Matson and Adam Williams are your tight ends. Jacob Reed, Brunter Graham, Chris Pack, and Anthony Anderson are the offensive linemen. Pickler rolls out to his right, and he's going to look over the middle. 5B Robo wide open, finding that soft spot in the zone. Eddie, that's a first down.
And that's a credit to the offensive line for San Diego, as he had to wait for that play to develop. DC being aggressive with the receivers on the outside, had to wait for him to get to the second level. First down, San Diego.
Yep, indeed there, just finding that little soft spot. Nice play there. Let's roll through the defense for DC. Jose Fuentes and Evan Miller and John Gary, defensive ends. Kano Fortson and Jason Bourne, defensive tackles. Declan O'Rourke, Chris Britton III, and Saeed Gordon are your outside linebackers. Xavier Rowe III, Pete Sage, Doobie-Doo, and Daryl Bullock are your corners. Jonathan Santos, Josh Vasquez, and Kev Say Jr. are your safeties. As Benji Matson with a nice catch to get the first down and more.
Snagged the ball out of the air, away from the defender, and luckily bring him down. Josh Vasquez on the defense just missed knocking that ball away.
Yeah, look like Daryl Bullock was right there, ready to pick that one off. But good throw, good catch there for Pickler to Matson, as that's going to be a first down, and they are almost into the SFL red zone. 4 wide set, as that's going to be a toss to McWaffle, and he's going to try to get to the outside. He does get to the outside, and he's able to get a first down after breaking a couple tackles in.
Broke 2 tackles, picks up the first down. Here inside the SFL red zone on that first possession, Chad.
Yep, San Diego moving the ball down the field well on this first drive. Empty backfield set here for the Mavericks. As DC may be trying to bring the blitz here. We'll see if they do. Pickler's going to roll out to his right. He's got time. Looking in the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, Eagle Mondavi.
That's the second time on this drive, Chad. We've seen San Diego attack the exterior of the defense. DC caught napping, trying to protect the sidelines. Ball went right over the head, and Eagle Mondavi makes him pay for it.
Yeah, just a nice route ran right there. Looked like there may have been some confusion among the defenders. But San Diego taking advantage.
They've gone right after cornerback Daryl Bullock 3 times on that drive, Chad.
Yeah, Daryl Bullock, 4-season veteran, all in DC. Interesting to be going after him. Let's see if that is the key to success tonight for San Diego, as the kick is up. And it is good. That is the first score of the night, as we hit 7-0. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the join the community button to begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. And speaking of getting involved, Ron Haynes and Luke Schreiner in the stats truck for us tonight. Thank you, gentlemen, for all the work, as that's going to be kicked deep into the end zone, and DC will get that on the 20.
Yeah, if you want to set yourself apart from rookies, I'm telling you now, for you guys out there in the minors, join the stats team, ask to assist as a scout, social media, whatever it takes to set yourself apart from others. You'll find yourself drafted above your peers.
Yep, and take that from 2 people in the broadcast booth that are also owners as well. 1st and 10 from the 20. Hands it off to Kevin Say. He's going to have a nice little hole there and get a gain of 6 yards on the run.
Didn't get touched until he got to the second level. DC did not hand the ball off to him on that first drive. I look forward to being a lot more involved here on this second one.
Yeah, you talked about ball control during the opening, Eddie, and That's exactly what you need to do if you're going to ball control. You got to give it to Kevin Say. And maybe they're listening to you after that first drive. And they are going to hand it off. This time it is to Chuck Steller, the fullback. He is going to get the first down and more up to about the 34.
Probably could have had a couple more yards, but James Walters was too busy pancaking his opponent into the ground, had to leap over him.
Got to get them pancakes in, though, man.
Do pancakes go with McWaffles, Chad?
I mean, I would assume, right?
Are you a pancake guy or a waffle guy?
You know what? Up the middle, Kevin Say for a yard. You know, I got to go with waffles, man.
I do, too.
I got to go with waffles. There's nothing like a good waffle. Right? Get a little syrup on there, right? But it's got to be the big, thick waffles.
Of course.
It can't be like the Lego Maego waffles. Offset eye here for Synergy. He's going to throw it down the field. And, tipped away. They keep trying to hit Percoco down the middle right there, but it's incomplete again.
They keep trying. They brought the pressure, and they had a man back there. All eyes on Lauren Percoco here early on in this ball game, Chad.
Yeah, when you got targets like Ronnie Shanahan, Sam Harrison, Mike Churchill, and Josh Gill. I mean, Josh Gill is a guy that we've seen make big plays over and over and over again. So it's interesting that they're just mainly targeting Percoco so far. 3rd and 9. 4 wide as Churchill is in motion.
Look out.
Pressure getting to him, but he's able to get off, and there is Percoco down the sideline, and that's going to be 1st and 10.
Chad, how many tight ends in this league do you see lined up at the X, meaning the number 1 spot on the field? That's normally where guys like Stephen Hacker, reside. But this time for DC, they have their tight end, Lauren Percoco, lined out wide. That's not something you see often in this league.
No, that is not something you see often at all. And Lauren Percoco is one of those players that can get it done. And I got to give credit to head coach Steve Mullinex on the sideline with that Mike Ditka-style sweater he's got on.
And the shades.
Yep.
Look out.
Jump back. Pressure getting to him, and he goes down with a sack. That is Danny Carmichael, I believe, there on the sack. That's the first one of the night.
6'5", 230 pounds. That's how much Shabazz weighs, along with his height and weight. And he needed it because he did not see that hit coming. It's a blindside hit, and he's lucky to get up.
I mean, what you got to give credit to is the rest of the covers team for San Diego for that sack, right? Because if there was somebody open quick, Shabazz would have got that out in time, especially Carmichael coming from all the way from the other side. So kudos to the defense of San Diego on that. They may be trying to bring pressure with Gagne on the blind side. 2nd and 12. They do indeed do that. And it is Josh Gill right there with his first catch tonight. It's going to be a 1st down.
San Diego, on both drives, Chad, has brought pressure. And they continue to do so. They brought it again, but this time, Shabazz was quick to adapt, gets the ball out quick, and moves the chains for DC.
Yeah, but let's go through that DC offense. Shabazz Synergy at quarterback. Kevin Say and Chuck Steller are the halfbacks. Cooper Allen, the undrafted rookie at fullback. Ronnie Shanahan, Sam Harrison, Mike Churchill, and Josh Gill are your wide receivers. Lauren Percoco and James Walters are your tight ends. As that is going to be caught over the middle. That is Lauren Percoco with the catch.
You see how physical they are with Lauren Percoco, but it was within 5 yards, right at that borderline. Could have caught it either way, but I'm glad the referees are letting them play. And Lauren Percoco is proving that girls can play football too, Chad.
Yeah, she's one of the toughest tight ends in the league. She's been showing it all season long as we hand off to Kevin Say, and he gets the 1st down past the 20, up to about the 15-yard line, 1st down.
This is more like what DC likes to do. Ball-controlled offense. They don't like to get in 3rd and long situations, but Lauren Percoco bailed them out in that 3rd and long previously in the drive, and now they're trying to capitalize and score now they're here in the SFL red zone.
Yep, Kevin Say, just over 4.5 yards per carry. Serge drops back looking. He had Percoco open, incomplete overthrows.
Yeah, got to put just a little bit more air into that, but the throw was rushed because San Diego again brought the pressure.
Yep, San Diego in recent weeks, as we've seen, Eddie, has been bringing that pressure more and more and more every time, becoming one of the more blitz-happy defenses. Here in the SFL, split back spread formation. Here for DC. There's that pressure coming once again. Synergy drops back. He's got time, and Coco drops it, and that's going to be third down.
It was a tough throw. She had to bend down to get it, but that's a throw Lauren Bakoko has got to make, as she's made routinely throughout her career.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at this roster, and you got to think about it too. James Walters is on this team too. James Walters is no slouch either at tight end. He's made some brilliant plays in his career. 7-season veteran, formerly from Vancouver. 3rd and 10. There's the fake. And Gagne gets to him. There's the pressure, and that's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to settle for a field goal.
And DC is going to have to figure this out. Once they kick this field goal, they got to go on the sidelines and talk to the coaches and look at the tape and find out what's going wrong, because San Diego continues to bring a blitz, and although they have been successful picking it up all too many times, they're just getting too many hits on Shabazz.
Yeah, especially Jeff Gagne bringing that pressure. He has been a man possessed on his defensive side so far here in the first quarter. 35-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So DC finally getting on the board as they settle for a field goal and makes the score 7-3.
13-play drive, just how DC likes it. The only thing they didn't do was cross the end zone.
Yeah, and definitely some ball control there. They're able to take some time off the clock. As we get a nice view of this beautiful stadium here in DC, right in the middle of downtown. As that's going to be kicked away, fielded deep into the end zone, and Dave Axis will not be a diva, and he will kneel that one down. Takes that out to the 20.
Looking at these uniforms, I wonder if those are supposed to be like the Army fatigues you see soldiers wear in places like Alaska, guys who are stationed up there.
That's what I was thinking, right? Like when you're like in the snowy area, right? Like that's where I would see it. But you would probably know about that a little bit more than I would. 1st and 10. There. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's cold. 1st and 10 from the 20. Offset eye here for the Mavericks as Pickler's going to roll out to his right. Looking over the middle, it finds B. Robo, and that's going to be up to the 35. That's going to be a 1st down.
These receivers continue to get open, Chad. They're finding these soft spots in the zone and taking advantage of it. And not only that, Chad, but one thing I like about this San Diego offense, they don't play around, Chad. They have all but one of their receivers are averaging over 13 yards a carry.
1st and 10. Bunch set at the top of the screen. As he's going to roll out, and pressure was right there, but able to get it away as no gain on the play. That pressure coming from DC was right there in his face.
That time it was DC's turn to get pressure on the quarterback and force Johnny to get rid of the ball a bit before he wanted to.
Yeah, and it looks like they're trying to create that extended pocket, right? Like they've been rolling Pickler out a lot in this first quarter. 2nd and 10. As Pickler drops back, looking for McWaffle on the screen. He's able to get him, breaks a tackle, gets the 1st down, and gets out of bounds. Nice play there by McWaffle.
Nice play by McWaffle, but an even better job by his teammate. Couldn't see who it was, but they were trying to make the tackle as DC was out in the cover 2 defense, but great job. I think that's Benji Matson. Yeah, it is. Who got the block out there and allowed McWaffle to pick up those extra yards.
Benji Matson not only can catch the ball, but he can block as well. Kind of a doing everything tight end. As going to be 1st and 10. Single back set here as Pickler's going to roll out. Pressure getting to him, and he dunks it off to Matson. We just talked about him a second ago. Now he makes a catch for 3 yards.
2nd down and 7. San Diego trying to stay ahead of the chains, but they normally do it at a larger pace than that. DC's playing good football right now.
Yep, Evan Miller, when he gets to that rollout to the right, he's always right there for the pressure. There's a toss this time out to that side, and they are able to shut McWaffle down and present a 3rd and about 6 there, Eddie.
3rd down and 6. Will DC bring heat, or they sit back in zone and wait for an opportunity?
Yeah, let's see what they go with. 5 wide set. here for Pickler and company at midfield. Rolls out to his left this time. Looking and finds Dave Axis. That's the catch. First down, San Diego.
Great catch by Dave. He actually had to throw that ball a bit high as there was a defender underneath. Had to put a little bit more arc on it, but Dave's able to climb the ladder and grab it and pull it in. Watch this on the replay.
Yeah, he had to put a little zip on that ball, too.
He did.
Johnny Pickler trying to throw the high heat over there. Trying to be like Nolan Ryan. 1st and 10. Just outside the 30-yard line. Pickler drops back. Pressure coming to him and hit as he throws. What a play by the defensive line to cause that incompletion.
What a play by the defensive line, but good job for Johnny having that arm quickness to get the ball out of there and prevent the sack.
Yeah, one of the things they tell you in quarterback school, you don't want to take the sack. And Johnny did not do that right there. He's able to stay in the pocket, take the pressure, take the hit, and get rid of the ball. As it's 2nd and 10, 4 wide set here for the Mavericks. There's a fake. He's going to roll out to his left. Pickler's got time, looking down the field and caught. Eagle Mondavi just at the 5-yard line. First down, San Diego.
DC brought the blitz, but Johnny rolled away from it. Not sure if it's something that his head coach caught on film or what, but he anticipated and rolled away from it and gets the ball out to his receiver, Eagle Mondavi again. And San Diego looking to strike on back-to-back touchdowns to start this game.
Yep, they are inside the 5-yard line, or just outside the 5-yard line here. 1st and goal. Flip back, heavy set. There's a handoff. This time it's Rob Noel, and he just walks it in there for a touchdown. San Diego.
San Diego's been an equal opportunity employee, Chad, spreading the ball all around to every receiver on the field, it seems like. Now they're getting the fullback involved too, and San Diego on the road, looking to become the 2nd road team this evening to come up with a win.
Yep, as we saw earlier tonight, Charleston taking out the Seattle Nemesis with a big victory there in Seattle. Let's see if San Diego is able to do the same thing here in D.C. As Cliff Allen coming out here for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So San Diego jumping out here early, 14-3.
9 plays, 80 yards, and it seemed like they got down there in about a minute and a half, but nonetheless, this offense is smoking right now, and DC does not want to play at this pace, Chad.
Yeah, we talked about it, how, before games, San Diego is one of the best passing offenses in the SFL, and here you're seeing it, right? They're 5th in the SFL in passing, and they're getting out early due to the passing game from Johnny Pickler as they down that and take it out to the 20. DC, you want to keep the home crowd in play here, Eddie, right? So you need to try to do something on this drive.
Absolutely. Can't let this game get away from you. Still early, though.
Still very early. Still just on the tail end of the first quarter here. 1st and 10. I formation set. They're going to hand it off to Chuck Steller. He's going to get off the middle. And nice little shove there to shove that defender off him. He gets a gain of 9.
Nate Hall on the other end of that highlight reel. But it's the wrong end.
Yeah. He just got hauled over. That was terrible.
That was terrible.
That was absolutely terrible. I'll try better, Eddie. 2nd and 1. Heavy eye here. As that is going to be to Steller again. And this time, they get stood up.
San Diego, 3rd down and 1. You want to make a statement, Chad? Find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but that's going to end this first quarter.
Yeah, and we got the first quarter in the books here. San Diego jumping out early, 14-3, but DC looking to try to strike again. We'll be right back here on SFL on YouTube. And we are back here in DC. Chad Rowland, Eddie Gage in the booth. Luke Schreiner and Ron Haynes in the stats truck doing all the heavy lifting for us tonight. Cameron Irvine producing the game. Thank you, gentlemen, for all your hard work. 3rd and 1 here for DC. They hand off to Steller. They get the first down and more.
On a fullback give. You don't see a lot of teams in the SFL handing the ball to the fullback out the eye. But DC, no stranger to doing so. They've been doing it all season.
Yeah, but they got Chuck Steller, who's actually a halfback lined up in that fullback slot. The 3-season veteran, formerly a fullback. And taking that carry there for the first down. Split back spread formation. There's going to be the handoff, and this is Steller again. And gets up to the 45 for a gain of about 7.
Too early in this contest to get away from the game plan, and DC so far on this drive is sticking to the script.
Yeah, you talked about it, Eddie. Ball control is what DC wants to do. They want to wear this San Diego defense down, and this is how you do it, running the football. As it's going to be 2nd and 3. There's the handoff this time to Steller again, and gets past midfield, gets a first down. Chuck Steller being the man on this drive. He's been stellar so far on this drive.
Hey, you come with your A game tonight, Chad. That
was a little better.
That was a little better.
It was a little better. I try every once in a while. Yeah, that's the 5th straight play there to Chuck Steller. We'll see if they get number 6 here. I formation set. It is indeed going to be number 6 then. Stopped very quickly right there. Jeff Gagne, who's just been a menace on defense tonight with another tackle.
He has. He's actually forced a number of plays too, whether it's him making a tackle or him pushing that offensive line. He's been pinching him down inside all night.
Yep, he's been bringing pressure on the outside and bringing pressure on the inside as well. Just doing everything. And he comes at it again. Over the middle. Caught. That is Ronnie Shanahan there with the catch, and it's going to make it 3rd and short.
Yeah, I know I said this a couple of times already, but San Diego continues to bring the pressure, and Shabazz going to have to learn to get that ball out of his hands really quickly like he did on that last pass.
Yeah, I mean, I need to see some slants and arrow routes in there or something, because that San Diego defense is coming. There's
Steller again.
Steller, and look at this, Jeff Gagne, who we've been talking about all night long, stands him up and stops him short for a first down.
Stopped them short of a first down. Let's see if DC keeps their offense on the field here. They're kind of in the middle of no man's land, and they are.
And look at this, Eddie. 4th and 1. I like this play call. If they snap it, I love the idea. The DC crowd on their feet. 4th and 1. Here early in the second quarter, they do snap it. It is a Chuck Steller, and he gets the first down.
Barely, Chad. Barely.
Barely. Barely, but he got it. I mean, you got to give credit to the defense. That was a nice hit.
You do.
You got to give credit to defense, but you got to give credit to Chuck Steller right there. I mean, just being able to get that first down, know exactly how far you need to go, which you really dove for it, actually, I think. And Steller up the middle again. And I got to tell you, I mean, this is, if you would have came to me and said that in the middle of the second quarter, Chuck Steller would be at 10 carries to say only 3, I would have said you're crazy.
I would have thought so too, but you want to talk about hustle. Bobo Claudia, hustled those 5 yards to make that tackle after having to turn his body and weight around to make it.
2nd and 3. Steller again as he is going. Man, they moved him just short of that first down. I thought he got that forward momentum there to get that first.
I thought he rolled over the defender's body. Let's see if DC wants to take a look at it, but it looks like they're going to just play on.
Yeah, maybe the smart decision there. 3rd and inches here just inside the 30. With an opportunity, they are going to send a man in motion. That is the backup tight end, James Walters. As there is Steller, and he gets the first down.
Heavily involved in the offense, Chad. Perhaps saving Kevin Say's legs for the second half, anticipating a tight ball game and needing him to close the show. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe they just do the, like the shake and bake, right? You get a power, then all of a sudden you get that finesse of the outside later on when the defense is wore out. Could be the game plan here. 1st and 10 from the 22. Steller up the middle, gets a couple yards on the grunt.
A couple of yards, Chad, but that's already his 13th carry. He's got a high of 20 in the season, and we still got 5.5 minutes left in this first half.
Yep, high formation. Fred. As Synergy. Looking, he's going to be throwing on the run. Tipped. Incomplete. It was intended for Laura Percoco. Jeff Gagne just doing it all tonight.
That time, they trying to force feed Lauren Percoco. Sebastian Synergy turning around, not even getting a good look of the defense. That was a dangerous throw.
Yeah, very dangerous throw, especially on the run, right? Not getting his feet planted and being able to throw a perfect strike. 3rd and 8. They got to get to the 12-yard line for a first down. Synergy drops back. Got plenty of time.
Clean
Good
pocket.
Blocking. Clean pocket. He's going to take this on his own and doesn't get very far, just past the line of scrimmage, and they're going to settle for 3.
Great job by the secondary of San Diego, not giving an inch despite the great pass protection. Not too often you see defensive backs able to contain these receivers when they're given that much time.
Potty coming out here for the kick. Good snap. The kick is up, and it is good. So DC cutting into this lead by 3. 16-play drive, Eddie. That's got to be disappointing to only come out with 3.
Second time, the first time was, I believe, a 13-play drive. This one a 16-play drive, and both of them result in field goals. San Diego is playing a bend but don't break defense, and so far it's working for them.
Yeah, and like we said, Jeff Gagne's just been all over the field, whether it's getting pressure on the quarterback, stopping the run, or dropping back into coverage. He's been doing it all tonight here for the Mavericks, as Dave Axis will take that out. He's going to get past the 20. Takes a hit and spin move, but gets it up to about the 27-yard line. And that's going to bring out San Diego's offense, who's been striking on every drive they've got so far tonight.
Dad, do you think Dave Axis wears sleeves even when it's hot, like 90-plus degrees? You still think he wears sleeves?
Oh, I'm sure he does. Right? I mean, he's I don't know if it's like, he just doesn't want to show off the 10-inch pythons, so he's got to wear sleeves. Right? They're probably not it's probably not compression sleeves, right? It's like the baggy sleeves, so you don't think he's like big and muscular. I don't know. Right?
Not the 10-inch pythons.
10-inch pythons, man. You can't be like the Hulkster with the 24-inch pythons, right? So 1st and 10. Bunch set. There's the handoff to McWaffle, and he's able to break a tackle and get the first down there. McWaffle, the gain of about 10 or 11.
We talked about DC establishing a running game. McWaffle with his 3rd carry. Rob Noel has a carry. Pickler, meanwhile, has 12 attempts. That's right about the way San Diego likes to play football.
Shout out to Dave Axis in the chat saying I'm literally wearing sleeves right now. See, Eddie, there you go.
Look at this 4-4 defense versus this spread look.
Yep, Bravado is the man in motion. 1st and 10.
Oh, they bring the blitz off the corner.
Black and gets the check down to McWaffle. He's able to turn something into nothing, a gain of 4.
So not only does San Diego blitz spread you out versus that 4-4 defense, but DC did not care. They brought the corner off the edge on a blitz and forced Johnny to get rid of the football.
Hey, I mean, you got to be innovative against this offense, right? I mean, I'm not going to knock it. Not going to knock the decision. 2nd and 6. As that is going to be a handoff to Rob Noel, the fullback, and he's going to get a first down past midfield.
Wow. The offensive line for San Diego came to play today, Chad. He's not touched until he's about 7 yards downfield. Now, oftentimes you see that at the pro level.
And we've brought this up before, calling San Diego games, but it's always surprising to see how good of holes that they create for their run game with 3 undrafted rookies on this offensive line. So kudos to the coaching staff of San Diego for that. Pickler rolls out to his left. He's got time, looking down the middle, finds Benji Matson just outside the 30, another first down.
Man-to-man defense DC play, and Benji Matson just said, hey, I'm bigger than you. Just boxed out the defender and makes the reception. Look at that. Kept his back to him like he was posting him up at the rim in basketball and brought the ball in.
Yep, just boxing him out, right? And, I mean, there was 3 defenders right there, and they did not care. 1st and 10, Pickler. Good line hold there. He's got time and finds Dave Axis, and that's a first down just almost to the SFL red zone.
Chad, fullback Mateo Pavado was lined up on the right side of the field in that bunch. Ran a deep crossing route all the way to the other side of the field. And I'm sure he's getting some attention out there because of the game he had against Vancouver several weeks back. And it's just creating other openings for their players to make plays.
Just outside the 20, 1st and 10. 4 wide set. They are going to send the fullback Noel in motion. As Pickler's going to toss that to the outside to McWaffle.
Oh.
He's able to break one tackle, but not the other one. Vasquez there with the tackle.
That's a great tackle because if he doesn't make it, he's probably running towards the end zone.
Yep, Josh Vasquez, one of the seasoned veterans of this defense, 11 seasons in the SFL, his 3rd here at DC. And we are going to hit the 2-minute warning here in the District of Columbia as San Diego trying to get another score here before the end of the half. We'll be right back on SFL on YouTube.
And we're back.
Yes, indeed, Eddie. That was a quick break here. Chad Rowland, Eddie Gage in the booth. Luke Schreiner, Ron Haynes in the truck. Cameron Irvine producing the game. Thank you, Cam, once again. Thank you, Luke and Ron, for all your hard work as well. As empty set, you're going to see Pickler roll out to his left. Pressure getting to him, and he gets hit as he throws. Incomplete, and that's going to be 3rd and long.
That time, Johnny rolled out towards the rush and forced to get rid of the ball before he wanted to. 3rd down and 8. 3rd time that San Diego has been inside the SFL red zone, looking to go 3 for 3, scoring touchdowns.
It's very interesting to see Pickler rolling out so much in this offense tonight. As Mondavi's going to be the man in motion. As there's a rollout. Pickler looking and incomplete, overthrows Eagle Mondavi, and that's going to be 4th down.
Going to be 4th down, going to force a field goal attempt by Cliff Allen, and it's going to give DC the opportunity, who has all 3 timeouts, to put points up on the board of their own, but they're going to have to play outside of their play style to get it with less than 2 minutes left in this first half.
36-yard attempt here for Cliff Allen. Should be easy for him. Low snap. Good adjustment there by the holder. The kick is up and good. So San Diego coming away with 3 points on this drive. 17-6.
17 first half points for San Diego. They scored on all 3 possessions. And at this rate, DC is not going to be able to play the way they would want to offensively if their defense can't make stops.
Yep, if you're liking this game so far, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of the SFL or SFL in action and help this channel grow through your support. It is playoff football. Everybody should be liking this game. As we are just crossing the 20-yard line, Ronnie Shanahan with a little juke move to get it up to the 26. And as you called, Eddie, I mean, DC has all 3 timeouts. You're at home. This is a win or go home situation. I think you need to be a little aggressive here.
Absolutely you do. Let's see if they try to line up Lauren Pococco outside, or maybe even give these other receivers on the team a shot.
Yeah, I would love to see more of Pococco to the outside. I think that one play where she basically just ran a seam route down the middle worked really well. Let's see if they maybe go back to that. Let's see what kind of adjustments this coaching staff has made. 1st and 10. Stellar in the backfield.
Pococco lined up against Nate Hall.
And it's going to be a handoff to Stellar. And that is going to be Stellar's 14th carry of the night so far. Only
they
twice.
got 2 backs, Chad.
Yeah, they got 2 backs. Only twice has Stellar gone over 20 carries this season. Looking like he's well on his way to get that 3rd game of over 20 carries. Second and 5. Hands it off to Stellar and goes nowhere. As really interesting that they go conservative here with 2 runs, Eddie.
Yeah, they ran right up the gut versus their 4-4 defense, and San Diego was packing the paint, had everyone boxed up in the middle, and there was nowhere for Stella to go.
Yeah, nowhere indeed. And they got to go 4 wide here, which it looks like they are doing. 3rd and 6. Got to get to the 37 for first down. Percoco in motion. As Synergy looking down the tipped away, almost intercepted. That was in the hands. That was in his hands right there, in Pete Lisa's hands. I'm sorry. She almost had the hit.
I thought that was an interception, but had that ball, Chad, been a little bit more to the outside and a little bit more air on it, Percoco is going to be a foot race to the end zone.
Yeah, so DC, 2 runs and a pass. And they're going to have to punt this away. As great punt there. As Axe is going to field that pass to 30. They're going to get up to about the 38. So you got 34 seconds. I mean, we know how...
3 timeouts.
You got 3 timeouts. You got 34 seconds, Eddie, with how quick this offense is. And they get the ball back in the second half.
Yep.
Do you see them maybe trying to get 3 more?
Are you kidding? They got Johnny Pickler back there. They going for a touchdown, Chad. You kidding me?
You know Pickler's looking over there, Michael Neal going, just let me do it.
Just let me throw the ball, coach.
Just let me throw the ball.
Let's quit playing around here.
Come on. He'd be like, come on, man. I got the most TDs in the season with 23, only 10 picks. Come on.
You see him on the YouTube chat saying the same thing.
Offset eye. Looking and tipped away. Chris Britton III with nice covers there for the linebacker.
Wow, talk about jumping as high as he can. Wow, that guy's got springs in his legs.
Yep, nice heads-up play there by the linebacker. 2nd and 10. As Pickler looking to dissect this defense, it's just going to be a toss to McLaughlin.
Oh, great tackle.
And what a tackle there by Gore. Only gain of 3.
Wow, he threw himself, sacrificing his body to make that play.
I mean, that was a really interesting formation. I mean, McLaughlin was lined up as the fullback, and he did a fullback toss. Love the creativity there by head coach Mike O'Neill. 3rd and 7. Empty set here for Pickler. Rolls out to his right. Looking. Over the middle. And, oh, what a play. That was a nice play there by PNSA.
Peanut say just saved a Hail Mary opportunity for his team. Is going to force a punt instead.
Yeah, what a nice defensive play there. 4th and 7. As they will punt this away, this will probably be the last play of the first half, Eddie.
It will be, barring a penalty.
As they're going to punt that away. Unless it gets returned, let's see if Shanahan can do the job. There's a fumble on the play, and it looks like San Diego recovered, but it doesn't matter. Pseudo Nakai with the fumble recovery. But it's not going to matter as time runs out here for San Diego. And we are at the end of the first half with San Diego up 17-6 here in DC. Eddie, what has been your impression of this first half so far?
The best synergy, 4 of 11 for 36% passing. Not going to get the job done, and this is just so much not like him because during the regular season, he was one of the better quarterbacks, Chad, in terms of completion percentage. But San Diego has his, along with Lauren Percoco's number tonight, and they are giving her a lot of attention and forcing Shabazz to some bad throws with that pass rush they're getting up front.
Yeah, Shabazz Synergy, 107.7 QBR coming into the season, 3rd in the SFL. As you mentioned, almost 64% completion, which is 8th in the SFL. So seeing him go 4 of 11 is kind of a shock to me, Eddie.
Shock indeed, and along with that, San Diego's offense is helping the defense out by staying on the field. 3 scoring drives in that first half.
What? So put your coach's hat on, Eddie. We know that you're one of the best to do it. What does DC have to do in this second half to get back into this ball?
I'm going to go to my bell cow, Kevin Say, and say, listen, brother, I know we didn't do you any favors in the first half, limiting your production and opportunities. But in this second half, we need you. You and Lauren Pakoko. In order for us to get some of that potential off Pakoko, we got to feed you more and bring those safeties down in the box.
Yep, I totally agree with you. Dave X with a nice juke move there to get up to the 26-yard line. And San Diego, I mean, they have pretty much, I believe, scored on every drive except for one so far. And coming out here in this first half, let's see what kind of adjustments they made, or are they just going to stay status quo?
In order for DC to make that come true, Chad, their defense got to make plays.
Indeed, it does. We talked about it. DC's defense has got to step up before the game. They got to step up now in the second half. 1st and 10. Pickler fakes. Looking over the middle. That is incomplete. I thought that was in the hands of Mondavi, but it may have been forced out by the defender.
Xavier Rowe on a deflection. I thought that was a completion as well, Chad, but Xavier Rowe, 6'4", used those long arms to get in there and bat the ball away.
Yep, 2nd and 10 here for San Diego. As you are going to see 4 wide. There's the toss to McWaffle. Nice blocking up front for him there. He's not able to break that tackle. It gets a gain of 3, and this is an interesting 3rd down here, Eddie.
Gain tackle by John DeSantis and Declan O'Rourke. Otherwise, McWaffle's looking to get out of that spin move and pick up some yardage as they caught DC and man.
Yeah, so 3rd and 7, early test here in the second half. Maybe DC's defense stepping up to the plate here, Eddie. 5 wide set. Let's see what they're able to do. Pickler rolls out to his left. Looking over the middle. That is caught. That is Mondavi with the catch. 1st down, San Diego.
McDavi, has made a number of great catches today. That's his 3rd. And it seems like all 3 of them have been on 3rd down, Chad.
Yeah. Indeed, they have 3 catches, and one of them being the touchdown, the first touchdown of the game. Pickler, as you see, 13 of 21, 162 yards and a touchdown so far. Completing over 60% of his passes. 1st and 10. As Pickler drops back, looking, and over the middle, B. Robo jumped up there at the highest point, Eddie, and made that catch, and Darrell Bullock is down for DC.
A double whammy. You give up the 1st down, and you got a man down on defense. You just hope that Bullock is okay.
Yeah, indeed, you hope Bullock will be okay. It looks like he's walked off the field on his own power, which is a good thing to see. So hopefully we'll be able to check in with that later on, as Bullock is one of their high-paid corners this season, getting a $1.8 million contract earlier before the season began. As 1st and 10, 4 wide set. There's going to be the toss to the outside. And McWaffle able to break a tackle. Look at this, Eddie.
Foot race.
Past the 30 to the 20. I don't think Jadooby-Doo is going to catch him. He better get some Scooby-Doo snacks in him. And he's not going to get there. Touchdown, San Diego.
And this crowd, Chad, has gone silent. We talked about what DC needed to do to get back into this game. They needed that defense to come up and make a play. And so far throughout this game, they have been unable to stop this high-powered San Diego offense.
Look at this run here by McWaffle. I mean, they had, like, Chris Britton was right there, right? You had other players. It just was able to break out of that crowd. And nobody was there. As we said, Jadooby-Doo did not have enough Jadooby-Doo snacks to catch him.
What's even more impressive for San Diego, Chaz, they're getting it done with the run game.
Yeah, San Diego, we talked about, but we talked about this before, Eddie. This is one of the more balanced offenses. Yes, they are good at the pass. We all know that. But San Diego, when they get things figured out, they can run the football. Now, they're only 18th in the SFL within the rushing department, but that was a lot of the earlier games when they weren't running the ball real well. Lately, they've been turning it up.
Johnny has had the luxury of having an MVP running back in Robert Merrill. Now he's got 2 backs with Sudo Nakai and Hunter McWaffle. He's also got a great fullback in Noel. When the pieces are around Johnny, he can be rather efficient.
Yep, indeed, with all those wide receivers as well. He's got a lot of targets, including the tight ends, Benji Matson and Adam Williams, as there's going to be a broken tackle there by Ronnie Shanahan. And look at this opportunity here for Ronnie Shanahan as he's able to break through there, Eddie, and he's able to get past the 30 to the 20. Nobody's going to catch him. Take it to the house. That is a touchdown. DC on the board.
A much-needed touchdown. Officially going to probably go, I think, 99 yards, Chad, and they needed that one because their offense just is not built to come back in games like this. They need help from defense and special teams, and this time they got it, a touchdown, and they needed that one, Chad, because otherwise things were looking bleak.
And that is indeed the shot in the arm that the DC Dragons needed. Not only the team, but the crowd as well. You hear them get loud in here now, Eddie, as DC is on the board and cutting into this lead. This makes it an interesting ball game now.
24-13, a two-score game. A lot of football left, and man, does DC need that one.
And good snap, good hold. The kick is up and good. So DC with their first touchdown of the night, it comes via the special teams. And, you know, they say defense wins championships, but you got to have special teams as well there, Eddie.
Sometimes you need other parts of your game to get up and make plays for you when your offense isn't doing it, whether it's the defense creating fumble opportunities with the recoveries or interceptions, and sometimes even special teams.
Yeah, as that will be received in the back of the end zone there, and Dave Axe is going to down that one. And for all the league highlights, photo galleries, major and minor league stats, and leaderboards, community content, and so much more, check out the league's website at simulationfl.net, presented by Football Shift. Stay up to date and explore our past, present, and future. As you're going to see Pickler coming to the line here. San Diego looking to try to score and extend this lead even more. As they are going to toss that to the outside of McWaffle. He's got the edge. And
great
Vasquez
tackle.
Closed it up there quickly. Josh Vasquez with another nice tackle.
That might have been a touchdown-saving tackle, Chad, because I thought he was off to the races.
Yeah, there was really, I don't know if anybody was behind him. I mean, Britton was right there kind of following up, but I don't know if he would have caught him. And nice tackle there indeed by Vasquez. 2nd and 2. Heavy split back set. As there's Rob Noel and the defensive line creating pressure there and gets the stop.
DC's defensive tackles has also been pinching down inside, Chad, which has caused that 3rd and 1 opportunity.
Big 3rd down here early in this 3rd quarter here for San Diego. DC's defense. Not sure if splitting that lineup a little bit's a good idea. They're going to run right up that middle, and Rob Noel, are they going to give it to him? They are going to give it to him. He barely gets across the 1st down line. 1st down, San Diego.
Yeah, I thought he got it too, Chad. Great run by Noel, refusing to go down.
Yeah, I mean, he just ran, you know, the defensive line was right there, but I think if they were able to pinch that defensive line rather than extend them out, I think they might have had an opportunity to get the stop. But San Diego takes advantage. It's going to be the 1st down for them. You're going to see Mondavi go in motion. Pickler tosses it to the outside. McWaffle with the spin move. But look at the tackle there. John DeSantis, the free safety, coming up making a play.
The secondary of DC has been putting on a clinic of how to make an open field tackle here tonight.
And indeed, because, you know, we've seen McWaffle just bounce off of players like nothing. So being able to make those open field tackles is huge. And DC's defense showing up here tonight so far in the 2nd half. Pickler looking short, and that's going to be intercepted. The defensive lineman, Jason Bourne, with the pick.
Wow, Chad, that happened so quick. I'm not even sure. I don't know if Johnny's arm got hit. We got to get another look at that because that ball was thrown low to the ground.
Let's get a look at that replay there. He didn't get hit at all. Nobody
he didn't get hit at all.
Not sure where he was going with that. I don't know if Mateo Bravado was kind of right there in that area. Maybe he was trying to check it down to him. There was no pressure coming to him. I mean, you may have had some blindside pressure, but that's a huge, huge play here for DC's defense. That already puts them in field goal range. 1st and 10 here on the 29. Synergy drops back. He's got to get around it. He does. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is, Eddie.
Going to be a flag on Biff Markham, I believe, for pass interference. Yep. And looking at that replay, Chad, he was trying to hit number 88 for San Diego, B. Robo, on that crossing route.
Yeah.
He was only about a yard behind the line of scrimmage, which is why the ball was thrown low in the first place, which created that opportunity for the interception.
Yep, and you were right there on the call. Biff Markham hitting Ronnie Shanahan there, trying to block him. Not the right idea to do there, Biff Markham. As it is going to be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here for the Dragons. For Coco, in motion. As that's going to be a toss to the outside. Kevin Say with a spin move. Able to get around Nate Hall, but not around Bob Funk as he gets the first down.
Showing some athleticism. Oh, and now we got Bob Funk down.
Bob Funk is injured on the field.
I didn't even see him go down. Wow, yeah, that's not good. Hopefully he's okay.
He was right there on the tackle. Bob Funk, 7th-season veteran, his first season here in San Diego, coming over from Canton.
You know, I was looking at that replay of the interception, Chad. Johnny Pickler made that tackle. Had he not made it, that would have been a pick 6 by defensive lineman because there was no one between him and the end zone other than Johnny.
Well, looky there. Johnny Pickler can do it all, can he? Throw the ball.
Oh, here we go.
He's running for touchdowns. Now he's making tackles. He's going to be the two-way player.
Side him up at safety.
Yep, just line him up as safety now. Bob Funk's out. Put him as safety. He'll be fine. Josh Gill in motion. 2nd and 3. Stellar hands it off. And
you got to be kidding me.
Stellar, I got to tell you, I have been impressed with how he's been running the football tonight because that play looked like it was blown up in the backfield. And watch this replay here. I mean, blown up in the backfield. Jeff Gagne right there, one of the surest tackles in the SFL. Could not bring him down. Stellar, what a great play.
That's about as impressive of a 6-yard run as you ever see.
Yeah, it may not look like much, but that was one heck of a run there by Stellar. 1st and 10, 2 tight ends set here. Synergy's going to change something at the line. Maybe sees a weakness in the defense. Let's see if he picks correctly. Hands it off to Say. That is blown up. Good play there by the defense.
That was actually a great job by free safety King Bradshaw, forcing the running back inside where his help was.
Yeah, King Bradshaw coming in, the rookie, the 97th overall selection, coming into a replacement of Bob Funk, who was just injured earlier.
Nice to have depth, Chad.
Yep, got to have depth indeed. 2nd and 9. Roll out to his left. Synergy's got time. Looking back in the end zone. Looking for Josh Gill. Incomplete, tipped away.
And that's one of the few bad decisions we've seen Shabazz make under tight pressure. But I couldn't see who the underneath receiver was, but he had him open, but he was too busy thinking end zone, and that mistake almost cost him.
Yep, Tanner Hendricks there making the play. 11th-season veteran in his 2nd season here in San Diego.
Bob Funk is on the sidelines asking for a beer to help him get back his bearings and get back in the game.
Gotta go.
3rd down and 9.
Gotta get some Gatorade, man. 3rd and 9. Gotta get some electrolytes, right? I don't know if that what he's asking for is gonna have electrolytes in it. 3rd and 9.
Linebacker line up against a receiver here.
This should be interesting. Ronnie Shanahan, maybe the matchup. Fake. Synergy looking. It looks for Ronnie Shanahan. He finds him just short of the 1st down. Any decision time here for DC.
Decision time, but I think the right decision, Chad. We've seen him get shut down on 3rd and short situations before. I think it's the right decision to go for 3 here and make this a 1-score game.
Yep, and they are going to bring out Potty here to kick the field goal. 19-yard attempt. Should be a chip shot, and it is. The kick is up and good. As DC strikes here with 3 points. And that's really, I think, the 3rd or 4th drive tonight that DC settled for a field goal?
Too many, Chad. Come playoff time, you need those opportunities to get 6 and not settle for 3. And all too often we've seen San Diego's defense bend but not break and force these field goal opportunities for DC.
I mean, what's interesting is when you look at DC's offense, we'll talk about it here in a second, as Dave Axe is taking that just from about the 2-yard line, looking to try to do his own version of Ronnie Shanahan. And look at this, getting it out to about the 40-yard line. But let's see what the flag is. Could be a block in the back.
It is.
And that is exactly what it is. And that was actually Al-Farouq Aminu with the block at the back. Yep, right there.
They'll forgive him, Chad, after that game he had last week.
Yeah, that wasn't the right penalty because they would have been out to about the 40-yard line, but instead they're going to be up at the 18. First and 10. Single back set, 4 wide. Pickler looking for the check down. He is able to get it, caused by the pressure there, and able to make a tackle. Say right there was able to at least stop him. Britton was the one who brought him down.
5-yard game, but we've seen San Diego attack the edges all night long versus this DC defense.
And 2nd and 5 here. FEI set. They are going to hand that off. This time it is to Rob Noel. Trying to get to the outside. He gets the first down. Finds the seam. Gets past the 30. And another first down there for San Diego.
Look at this patience, Chad. We get another look at it. Watch this. He has the finish out in front of him, but he slows down, waits for the block from, I think that's Mateo Bravado out there. Yep. And Eagle Mondavi gets the block and goes around him and says, "Thanks, gentlemen," as he keeps running.
Yeah, I think that was B. Roba that actually was on the block as well as Mateo Bravado. So 1st and 10, offset eye. As Pickler is going to hand that off. And what a play there by the defense of DC. What a play to make the stop. That's Declan O'Rourke with the tackle.
When San Diego has run inside, Chad, DC has done a great job of limiting their production. It's the outside runs that are hurting them.
Yep, 2nd and 10. Here at the 33-yard line. Toss over to McWaffle, and what a stop there by DC. So now it's going to bring up 3rd and 7. This is an interesting 3rd down here, Eddie.
Very interesting. DC wants to get the ball back to their offense and give them another chance at the end zone, something their offense hasn't done yet today. But 3rd and long, let's see what Johnny has under his sleeves.
Yep, and every time they go in that 3rd down, they go in this 5-wide set. 3rd and 7. Look for Mondavi over the middle.
Pressure.
Looking over and finds Mondavi. There it is over the middle, 1st down.
Anytime San Diego has come out in this 5-wide look and DC has gone man, it's been a 1st down pretty much every time. Eagle Mondavi continues to make tough catches across the middle of the field.
Yeah, because that's what they're doing. You know, you roll out and you just got Eagle just running that nice little cross route right there. And just able to find the soft spot in there and easy pitch and catch for the offense. 1st and 10. Toss to McWaffle. Rourke trying to get to him, and he does. Nice tackle there by Declan Rourke.
That time, DC read the toss play, was just a little bit slow getting out there. But then again, McWaffle is pretty darn fast, Chad.
Yeah, McWaffle's got some speed on him. He's not covered in syrup like he was the last time we called a play. They are able to make the tackle. Hands it off this time. Bravado with his first carry of the night, as he's not going to get very far. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Once again, DC doing a great job defending the run in between the tackles. Another 3rd and long situation for DC. Let's see if they can get that defense off the field this time.
Yep, that was Chris Britton, the 3rd there on the tackle, 3-season veteran. So look for that crossing route for Eagle Mondavi. Let's see if DC picks it up. 3rd and 6. Pickler, plenty of time. Look at this. That is Pinochet with the pick. And he's going to get to the 40. Is he able to get past everybody? No, he's not. Look at B. Robo and Johnny Pickler bringing them down, and another turnover here for DC.
And Johnny, though he had help, saved the pick 6, Chad, because he got in there and assisted on that tackle and then forced Peanut to head toward the sidelines and just had the right angle to bring him down. Otherwise, I don't know if they catch him.
Well, I mean, you got to give you got to give Johnny Pickler credit, right? Because normally, quarterbacks don't try to get involved in the tackle.
Yeah.
They may get hurt, bend a nail or whatever. But
oh my goodness,
I mean, just a tremendous play there. You got to give him credit.
bend a nail. Come on, give him some credit, man.
Well, I'm talking about all quarterbacks, not just him. 1st and 10 from the 41. As Gill's going to be the man in motion. DC needs to strike here. This would be big. And get this home crowd even more pumped up. Hands it off to Kevin Say to the outside. Breaks a tackle. Almost broke another one. And going to get just short of the first down.
With runs like that, you wonder how come you haven't seen more of them, because Kevin Say's got fresh legs in his second half. And they're going to need him because they're going to need to get back in this ball game. And I think he's going to be the man to do it the way he's been running tonight when given the opportunity.
That's what I'm saying, right? We talked about it earlier. Maybe was that the game plan, right? Chuck Stellar. And then you're getting towards the end of the third quarter and all the fourth quarter, maybe the Kevin Say show. 2nd and 2, offset heavy eye. There's Chuck Stellar. Gets the first down past the 30 up to the 27.
27-yard line, you are in field goal range, but you're tired of selling for field goals, Chad. Let's see if DC can get a touchdown. Look at the guns on Sabaz Synergy. That guy's been in the weight room all week.
Now, that guy may have, 20-inch pythons? Maybe. 1st and 10. There's the handoff to Say. He's going to go straight up the gut, and that's not going to work out too well for him, just a gain of a couple.
Yeah, he did not follow his pulling guard. Not sure what he thought he saw. His pulling guard's out there screaming for him to follow me, but instead he ran up the middle.
Yeah, interesting call to go single back up the gut there. 2nd and 8. As you are going to see that pressure coming from this San Diego defense. Been working all night for him. Synergy drops back, offensive line holding well. Looking deep over the middle. Lauren Prococo.
Touchdown.
Takes it in. Touchdown, DC.
Wow, and it's about time Lauren Prococo jumps up and says, look towards my way. I've been doing it all season. One of the leading touchdown getters. And they finally found Lauren Prococo some space in between the defense. And first of all, credit out to the offensive line for DC for giving them time to find Lauren Prococo, as tackle Lucas Walters and company gave Shabazz a great opportunity to survey the field and find Lauren Prococo.
Lauren Prococo, her 9th touchdown of the season. As Eddie, this is now officially a ball game, and look at this.
Going for 2, Chad.
He's going to come out for 2 here. Heavy eye set. Synergy looking, finds Kevin Say on the screen, and it's good. Tied ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Chad, I believe that the kickoff return for a touchdown did something that ignited this crowd, ignited this team, and gave them the confidence that they needed to get back into this ball game, Chad, because otherwise things were starting to look real bleak. And DC, just like that, Chad, has tied this ball game up at 24. I thought it was too early to go for 2, Chad, in the ball game. You don't like to chase points. But DC, they didn't get the script, Chad, and now we have a tie ball game here late in the third.
That was almost a 4-minute drive there, or over almost 5-minute drive, by DC. 20-yard touchdown pass. And 12 plays, 72 yards. This, you talked about it, Eddie. This offense has been ball control all night long. I would assume they're probably leading the time of possession.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I would assume. As San Diego, now they're in an interesting pickle here. Towards the end of the third quarter, they thought they had a comfortable lead, and that is gone. Tie ball game. As Pickler's going to toss that to the outside of McWaffle. He's got a little bit of time. Breaks a tackle and gets the first down. Gets to the sideline, out of bounds. And that's a first down for Hunter McWaffle.
Chad, I see now why Hunter McWaffle gets paid so much money. Did you see how quick, not only that he made the spin move, but he gathered himself and picked up speed and was from 0 to 20 real quick.
That is why McWaffle is the 2nd overall pick in this past draft, and that is going to do it here for the third quarter. Get your 4s up, people. We got a tie ball game here in the playoffs. We'll be right back on SFL on YouTube.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
And we are getting a look here at the injury report. Daryl Bullock out for the game. And it looks like Bob Funk is also doubtful to return, so they're going to have to go.
Injuries.
Yep, both teams dealing with injuries there. That Bob Funk one, and actually both of them really. I mean, one of your top corners for DC and your starting free safety, Eddie. The back end of those defenses are a little weaker.
Yeah, but San Diego has a bit more depth than DC does.
That is very true. Let's see what this fourth quarter brings us. 10 more minutes of playoff football coming at you as McWaffle breaks the tackle. He gets a gain of about 5, and that's going to be second down.
Wow, that was an impressive 5-yard run as McWaffle showed off the speed earlier and the quickness and the lateral movement. That time, McWaffle was showing off his power.
6'2", McWaffle. And look at this. Oh, that's another pick, Pinase! And he's down the line. Pickler just overthrew his receivers. It was right there in Pinase's hands.
Wow, Chad, and I didn't get a good look at it. I didn't see if the receiver got bumped off his route or if it was just miscommunication or what. Let's get another look at this, Chad, and see exactly what happened here. No, he didn't get bumped, Chad. That's just a bad throw by Johnny Pickler, yeah.
That's just an overthrow. Pinase coming in clutch tonight, 2 picks on Johnny Pickler. And DC, we said it when that kickoff happened, Eddie, that this was a shot in the arm that the DC team needed. And that's exactly what you're seeing here right now. It's a whole new ball game. And DC getting closer to that, even to just 3-point area.
A game of 2 halves, Chad.
Yep, exactly right. 1st and 10, I-form formation, as that is going to be stopped there. Jeff Gagne making a tackle in the backfield.
Jeff Gagne, Chad, has come to play today. Whether he's making the play for himself or making it for his teammates, Jeff Gagne, should they lose, you can't blame him because he's put his heart on and earned his check tonight, Chad.
Yeah, Jeff Gagne, 6 tackles tonight so far. A couple of tackles for loss in that 6 tackles. 2nd and 11, Synergy drops back, looking, and oh man, what a play! That was fantastic. That was actually Bob Funk who came back into the ballgame.
Yeah, I just saw that, Chad. They had him listed as doubtful, but I guess after that turnover, Bob Funk said, hey, give me a sip of beer, and I'll get back out there, guys, because this is getting out of hand, and I need to get out here and help my teammates make some plays.
Yep, and what a play there indeed, right at the perfect time. Josh Gill, because he would have caught that, he may have been gone for 6, Eddie. 3rd and 11 here for the Dragons. Would love to see him get close inside the 30 so they can give Potty an opportunity.
They are outside of field goal range, so they need to convert.
They do need to convert here. And that is going to be a fake. Synergy, plenty of time. Looking over the middle. That is caught. Ronnie Shanahan inside the 20. 1st down, Dragons.
Only the 2nd time I recall DC running this play. The first time they called it, San Diego shut it down. This time, the offensive line, with a great job of offensive line support, provides Shabazz the time he needs to convert on 3rd down.
Man, that is pressure right there for Shabazz Synergy, and able to overcome that, making a great play. And that's going to be 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line on that 20-yard pass. There's the toss to Say. Able to break one tackle, but not the other, as it's going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, they got tired of hearing us talk about Kevin Say up here being a difference maker, and they want to put an end to that story.
Yeah, that is going to be 2nd 11 here. That's 16. Split back spread formation.
Look out.
San Diego bringing the pressure. He's going to look to Lauren Prococo on the outside. Finds her. And that is going to be just short of the 10-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
That was a tough catch for Lauren Prococo as her back was turned to Shabazz and had to turn around and make that catch as a tight end. That's very impressive.
Yep,
Shabazz under 50% passing tonight.
But he's getting better and better as the game is going on. He was 36% at one point.
Josh Gill in motion to the wide side of the field. Got to be careful over there.
3rd and 6. Synergy. Plenty of time.
Plenty of
Looking
time.
in the end zone, overthrown, incomplete, and DC's going to have to settle for 3.
Chad, Lauren Pococco was wide open in the back of the end zone, and I think what made that pass incomplete, Chad, was the pressure that was at the feet of Shabazz Synergy. Oh, like she got knocked off a route too, Chad. Take that back.
Yep, got knocked off the route a little bit there. 4th and 6. That is going to bring out the field goal unit here for DC.
Oh, they probably getting in some work tonight, Chad.
Yep, 28-yard attempt. This will be, I believe, his 4th attempt of the night. Low snap, but able to recover, and that is good. So DC with the lead for the first time tonight at a 27-24, and APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. And Eddie, 7:30 to go in this ball game. DC's defense has stepped up in the second half.
Chad, a moment ago, I was wondering what we're going to talk about to keep this crowd tuned into this broadcast, whether it's going to be the SFL convention, the offseason, the developmental draft, free agency, Vegas folding, or whatever the case was going to be. But Chad, DC, with that kickoff return, said, hold on, we aren't ready to close our chapter on this season just yet.
Yep. They said, hold my Pedialyte. We got this.
My goodness. This
So
Pedialyte.
Johnny Pickler coming out here. Under 7.5 to go in this ball game. The Dragons defense has been stepping up on him. 2 picks already for PSA so far. As Pickler drops back. Looking at... Oh my gosh! Josh Vasquez drops the easy interception. That could have been 6.
Chad, he had both hands on it, and I was already celebrating for him and his DC fans. I thought that was an interception. He had it in both his hands, Chad. Perhaps he took his eyes off of it, looking into the end zone. Johnny Pickler's got to make better decisions than that.
Like he was looking to see what route he wanted to run to that end zone because he would have had all day.
Yeah.
2nd and 10, Pickler getting away with an unfortunate mistake, and that is going to be
effort.
Nice effort there by McWaffle as it's a gain of 5.
McWaffle was met 2 yards in the backfield. And I'm not sure what that man bench presses, Chad, but my goodness, he's got to be amongst the leaders in his locker room.
I mean, I would hope with all that strength he's got. 3rd and 5. Test here for the San Diego offense. You hear this crowd on their feet going nuts. There's the fake. Pickler rolls out to his left. Again. Plenty of time. He's going to look down the field and they're going to get a flag. It's going to be pass interference.
Wow, Chad, and that time they did a great job of covering a crossing route, which is something that's very difficult to do in man-to-man defense. Took that away and forced Johnny to look elsewhere, but he gets bailed out with this pass interference penalty. You got a linebacker trying to, Chad, that's a bad call.
Oh, that's a bad call. Very bad. No, I'm sorry. That's a bad call. Yep, Johnny Pickler bailed out there by the Zebras.
Wow.
They could all call it PI all day. That was not a good call, I don't think. But we're up in the booth for a reason. 1st and 10, offset eye. Pickler rolls out to his left, looking. And that's going to be deep down. And look at B. Robo with the spin move and getting into the end zone. That's a big-time score here for San Diego.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let you read it, but that was the retroactive play of the catch of the ball game. That's the ball out the air, spin moves, runs into the end zone after almost dramatic pick 6 would have made this a 10-point ball game. B. Robo says, hold on, guys, I got this. Took matters into his own hands, and wow, just like that, San Diego goes back up by 4 with this potential extra point.
And as Eddie alluded to, that is the nice hands catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23, as the kick is up and good. A 43-yard touchdown pass after that 25-yard pass interference penalty, Eddie. And that could be a play that people talk about later on in the week in the press, because that was a questionable call.
Wow.
As they are going to take this just inside the end zone. As that is going to be taken up to about the 27, 28-yard line. That was Sam Harrison on the return. We haven't called his name all night long.
Yeah, I don't know if you were a fan of the SFL back in season 12, but back then the Florida Storm had an offense that was matriculating the ball downfield 3-4 yards at a time, barely picking up first downs. And man, could DC use a drive like that to try to make up this clock and score a game-winning touchdown and not leaving Johnny the time to come back and win this game.
Flip back spread formation. Synergy over the middle. That is caught. Josh Gill. That's a first down. And yeah, Eddie, I was actually in season 13 right at the beginning of the season. But I did go back and watch a lot of the old games, and I do remember that Storm offense was really good.
That was a dangerous throw. My goodness. Talk about threading the needle.
Yeah, right in between Tanner Hendricks and the defender below him. You can't get any better than that there for Spaz Synergy. Still plenty of time in this ball game for DC, Eddie. 6:15 to go. As they are going to hand it off to Chuck Steller. He's going to get up to the 45-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of 5.
If there was ever a time you wanted Kevin Say to run a football, Chad, it's now. I know Steller's had a pretty good game, but it's time for your closer to come in and close the show.
Yeah, and that closer is number 20 there in the backfield, Kevin Say. As we've been talking about, they've been powering it all night with Chuck Steller. Let's see if they go to Synergy. They don't this time. They go to Steller again. And that's going to be just a gain of a yard, and that's going to set up 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4, Chad. I don't know if it's 4th down territory. I'm just a broadcaster. But DC really needs to pick up this 1st down.
That'll be an interesting call if they have to go on 4th down here, Eddie. Let's see. They got the fullback in the backfield, 3rd and 4. They are going to hand it off to Steller, and he gets a 1st down and past midfield up to the 45. What a gutsy call there on 3rd and 4.
I spread doubles, taking a page out of the San Diego offensive playbook, as we've seen them run that formation a couple of times. I believe it's versus Vancouver a few weeks ago. Getting that fullback in the backfield and spreading the defense out and running straight up the gut.
Yeah, 1st and 10. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Synergy going to change the play at the line. As Synergy has time, looking, finds Josh Gill open past the 30, inside to the 25, 1st down, Dragons.
San Diego was thinking run. They had 9 guys within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage, and Shabazz threw it right over everyone's head, picks up a 1st down.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Gill against a linebacker, I mean, that's an easy pick and catch all day, every day. Right there. Nice play there by DC.
Mike Churchill has yet to scratch the stat sheet, Chad. It'd be a nice time to try to draw the defense off and look for him here.
Yeah, 1st and 10. They're bringing the pressure.
Oh, nice hold.
Hands it off, and what blocking there by the DC Dragon offensive line to get 6 yards on that run.
Picked up 6 yards, Chad. We got 4 minutes and change left. I think no matter what, Johnny's going to get another crack at this. At the 19-yard line with 4 minutes to play.
Yep, DC scoring on 4 straight drives, trying to make it number 5 here so far, as they're going to be giving it to Steller, and doesn't get very far at all. And that's going to be 3rd and 5 here, Eddie.
Man, if you were the offensive coordinator for DC, you'd have loved to see them call a toss play to the weak side, because there was no one out there.
It was open. Here we go. 3rd and 5. Synergy drops back. Pressure getting to him. He's going to look over the middle. Oh
my goodness.
Shanahan at the goal line. What a throw. He was able to elude that pressure, Eddie. He just shifted a little bit to his left, found Ronnie Shanahan. What a play.
I'm not sure how he completed that pass. That's the second time tonight we've seen him turn his back to the defense to get away from the pass rushers, turn back around and just sling the ball out there saying somewhere Harish Prasad has got to be out there. But instead, it's his teammate, Ronnie Shanahan. It's going to be 1st and goal inside the 1.
I mean, you got to give credit there to Shabazz Sergi. I mean, because you had Stuart Samalia coming on the blitz there, a corner coming on the blitz, but was able to just shift enough, make a throw, and get him into the goal line. And Chuck Stellar is going to be stopped immediately right there at the line, 2nd down.
Not at the line, Chess, but a half-yard loss. San Diego has been playing the run pretty good in the 2nd half in between the tackles.
And 2nd and goal, offset eye here for the Dragons. There's the handoff. And
Oh,
Stellar
my goodness.
again. And what a hit there by the defense. That was Freddie Trammell with the hit.
Chad, if there was ever a segment of you got jacked up, that would be it right there because Freddie Trammell launched himself like a missile.
And here we go. I mean, a field goal does not help you in this situation, Eddie. 3rd and goal. There's the handoff. Stellar. No,
did not get
in. Tanner Hendricks.
I don't know, Chad. They're going to take a look at that one.
They're going to mark it, but that's going to be looked at. That's no
going to
way
be looked
he got
at.
in.
I don't think he got in.
There's no way. Tanner Hendricks was right there on the hit.
Yeah, they got to take a look at that, Chad.
They got to
there
take
it
a look,
is.
and there's Mike O'Neill with the hardest throw he's ever had in his life.
Yeah, he's about maybe 6 inches short. I just saw it in the replay, Chad. He didn't get in.
No. Let's take a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at GoRetroid.com, and there's no way he's in.
No.
There's no way. I mean, Tanner Hendricks just hit him right there at the line.
He gave up his momentum diving to the end zone. He should have stayed on his feet and lowered his shoulder.
Yes, correct. And it is overturned. So
it's going to be 4th down in inches. DC has got to go for it here. I would not settle for 3.
You got to go for it. And, oh, man, I'll tell you what, Potty's out there.
Wow, I cannot believe that. Oh,
wow.
Chad, this is a mistake.
Wow, this is a huge mistake. But, I mean, here's the thing, though. I mean, they scored on the last drive, Eddie. But, I mean, your defense has played pretty well in this 2nd half against San Diego, though.
I get that, Chad. They got all 3 timeouts. You're on the plus side of the 2-minute warning. But, wow, that's putting a lot of confidence in your defense. And they played lights out in the 2nd half, Chad. But, I mean, let's see if they just elect to kick it deep or if they go for the onside.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that was his 5th field goal of the night.
It was. Wow.
That was his 5th. I mean, when you're looking at this game, regardless of what happens, red zone offense has got to be looked at here for DC.
Yeah.
As Dave Axe is going to take that out of the end zone and get past the 25 up to the 27. So here you go. I mean, all you got to do really is protect the ball, right?
Yeah, they have not defended the toss well all night long. And I can assure you they're going to face at least 2 of them on this drive.
I mean, this is playoff football at its finest right here. San Diego trying to hold on to their 1-point lead. If San Diego wins, they will go to Florida and meet up with the Florida Storm. If DC wins, they will travel to Alamo City to take on the Artillery. And Johnny Pickle's going to hand that off to McWaffle. And nice tackle there by the defender. What a play there by Xavier Rowe III.
Nice tackle, but he ran for 5 yards. He's halfway home. 2-minute warning.
I mean, you still got to give credit for the tackle, though. But Absolutely. We are indeed here at the 2-minute warning. San Diego trying to hold this lead to get their first playoff victory in franchise history. We'll be right back here on SFL on YouTube. And we are back here in D.C. Chad Rowland, Eddie Gage in the booth. Luke Schreiner, Ron Haynes in the stats truck as Cameron Irvine producing the game for us. 31-30. San Diego with the lead. Rob Noel with the handoff. And they're going to stop them just short of that first down. And they're going to burn their first timeout.
Just short of the first down, Chad. Man, do you call a timeout there? Assuming they might pick up this first down? I don't know.
I mean, it's kind of a toss-up if you call it or not.
3rd down and less than a yard. Here comes a
3rd and
fullback
1.
dive again, and they have no one in the middle.
Yep, nobody in the middle at all. Let's hope maybe, oh, wait a minute. They may be trying to adjust a little bit on that defense.
They need a defensive tackle to shut this down, pinch down inside.
Yep. And there's going to be the
Didn't
handoff,
get it.
and they're going to get the first down. Vasquez with the tackle there. Nobody wasn't behind him, so touchdown saving tackle, if you want to call it that. That's going to burn DC's second timeout.
That burns their second timeout, Chad, and that's why I was not a fan of them calling the first one.
Yeah, and that was just a heck of a block there. Pancake down. Has created that hole there for Rob Noel. 1st and 10. As Pickler's going to drop back the pass.
Wow.
And look at, it was in the hands, but
Why?
not played by the defender. Why would you throw the ball?
You're giving DC a free timeout.
Yeah, that's all you're doing. Is giving him a free timeout. And I want to give a shout out to the stats truck because Chris Back was the one who had that pancake on that run to get the first down. Great call there by the stats team to show us that.
Adam Wiz is a big tight end. My goodness.
Yeah, large man. 2nd and 10. Pickler drops back to throw again. He's going to throw it, run to the outside, pressure get to him. And what? I mean, Eddie, what are we doing here?
I have no idea, Chad. You're basically giving DC, he only has one timeout left, a crack back into this game. And if they don't convert this 3rd down here, Chad, this could be a monumental mistake.
I mean, they are risking it to get the biscuit. And, I mean, you got to look at this. A first down ends this ball game, Eddie. And this is just interesting. I mean, run the ball for 3rd and 10. Head coach Mike O'Neill getting aggressive.
Man-to-man defense and watch for a crossing route to the weak side of the field.
Yep. Let's see if that's the way they go.
It's a
They're going to
toss.
toss it to the outside. And look at this, McWaffle. He's going to break that first tackle. He breaks the
Ball
second.
game.
Gets a first down and more. What a play by Hunter McWaffle. Man, I mean, you throw the first 2 plays, and then you toss it to the outside. And who is, Vasquez and all these guys have been making tackles all night long. And McWaffle breaking 2 tackles to basically give San Diego this victory. All they got to do is steal it from here on out.
Chad, we talked about it. They have not defended the toss all night. And sure enough, on 3rd down, 3rd and 10, Chad.
3rd and 10.
Everyone's thinking pass. They've been calling that rollout all night long, throwing it to the weak side on those crossing routes. And this time they let it go with the toss, weak side of the field. No help over there, and it's the first down as soon as he caught it.
A 26-yard run there by McWaffle to get that first down and more. And that is all but basically securing this win here for San Diego.
And credit McWaffle, too, for those broken tackles to secure that first down.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, being able to break those tackles there, I mean, because, like I said, DC has been making tackles all night long. So to be able to do that in that situation, in clutch moment, the rookie, the 2nd overall pick, showing that composure, showing why he was a top back in the draft, and making a huge play. As one more nail down should do it here for San Diego. As we're just going to drain this clock. And Eddie, let's talk about this. So the matchups going into next weekend into the quarterfinals. Mm-hmm. Number 11, Charleston will head to Fort Worth on Saturday night at 6:30, followed by a rematch here, Eddie, as number 5, Arizona takes on number 4, Baltimore, Sunday night at 9 o'clock. San Diego taking the back end of the Saturday night games as they will take on Florida at the number 2 spot. And then Canton will be traveling to Alamo City to take on the Artillery. And what a game here by San Diego. I mean, you got to give them credit. Kind of interesting play call there down that last drive, Eddie, but they got it done.
They got it done. Credit to McWaffle and his offensive line, who time and time again got him out in space, Credit to those tackles for keeping the outside shoulders free and getting them out there, keeping those linebackers pinched inside, unable to fight through traffic and get over there and get their shoulders parallel to make those tackles. And wow, great job by San Diego's coaching staff. Mike O'Neal and company came in here on the road in DC and took on a powerhouse. DC's been to the championship game. They've won it before. And to come into their house on the road, second team tonight we've seen come on the road, Chad, and get a win. That's awfully impressive.
Now, one thing I do want to point out, as we kind of alluded to earlier, was when DC looks back on this game, 5 trips into the red zone, Eddie, 0 touchdowns on those 5 trips. So, you know, give tremendous props on the season for DC. They played quite well, right? You know, they were 7-5, was able to get to the playoffs, but, you know, when you go 0 for 5 in the red zone on touchdowns, that's not going to help you out. But Hunter McWaffle, like I said, 17 carries, 147 yards, including that 26-yard run to win the game for them. Eddie, final thoughts?
Hunter McWaffle, you are my wild card weekend DC versus San Diego play of the game. 17 carries, 147 yards, and a touchdown. 3 receptions for 19 yards. Great job, young man. Arizona, I love y'all, man. We had to bite down deep on the mouthpiece, y'all, and crawl out of the way with a win. Axel Raven brought it yesterday, and man, we were lucky to come out of there with a win. But shout out to San Diego. They came to play tonight as well and got out here with a W. Congratulations, San Diego.